What's going on? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boxing Clinic Early Morning Grind. Check us out on Facebook, THA Boxing Clinic. I'll leave it in the description. If you're watching on YouTube, we got the little kind of like the World Boxing Super Series tournament going on Facebook where you we doing with the welterweights. Starting with welterweights, you vote single elimination. So come check us out on Facebook and vote as well. Talk about Demetrius Andrade and Erislandy Lara. Erislandy Lara hasn't fought since January against Yuri Foreman. Golly, that was horrible. You know, then before that he fought Vinas Monterosian, and before that I think he fought somebody like Ishe Smith. And ever since, you know, beating Canelo Alvarez, it seems like he's been content with not fighting the best. As soon as Jared Hurd won that title, him and Andrade was first. He was the first to throw his hat in, trying to fight Jared Hurd. They actually were supposed to have a fight after Demetrius Andrade's fight versus Coclot, which was a former opponent in the amateurs for him. And Coclot performed well. Andrade kind of underperformed, but everybody almost fell out their seat when he got the decision over there in Germany or wherever the hell he was at. Andrade is 29 years old now from Rhode Island. Erislandy Lara is 34 years old now. I don't know what the hell he's waiting on. I think. For once, I don't know how Andrade and Lara is making weight. I mean, they've been at the weight class for so long. I remember Lara, you know, blasting out Paul Williams and getting robbed years ago. And Andrade, you know, he took his time moving up the scale. You know what I mean? You know, they give Wilder slack for moving up slow. He started late in boxing. Andrade been boxing for a long time. And he moved up the scale slower than slow. You know, and now to miss on a lot of opportunities. If you didn't know Andrade, you know, he had the WBO belt. He lost it, junior middleweight. He was supposed to fight one of the Charlo brothers. I always forget which one. And of a career high payday, I think it was $500K or something like that. That's what they reported. And he pulled out the fight. You know, went through a whole little thing. Then read up with Banner, start boxing promotion. I think both of them co-promote him. And then since then, you know, he really ain't done nothing. You know, I mean, I don't understand why he signed with a promoter that didn't do nothing for his career in the beginning and not doing nothing for his career now. You know, this dude is lost in the shuffle. He's one of the most talented Americans out there. You know, he should be in the same breath as Terrence Crawford, almost where Andre Ward is, Earl Spence, Keith Thurman. He should be right there. He beat Keith Thurman in the amateurs. You know, he was the best, you know, whatever, junior middleweight, 155-pound amateur of all. He was better than Charlos. From what I hear, he's better than Charles Hadley. You know, he's better than Keith Thurman, better than Tim Bradley, better than Vinas Monterosian. He was a high amateur, Monterosian. And this dude's career is stuck in the mud and stuck in neutral. You know, Erislandy Lara, he's not getting no younger. He's 34 years old. He really can be 40. You never know with those Cubans. And both of these guys are just sitting around, pussyfooting around, and don't have no fights coming up. Lara is content with fighting 2 times a year because he's getting paid well. But don't you want something more for your career? You know, I think it's time for Lara. If he's not gonna fight, you know, Andrade, you know, or give, I mean, I don't know. If he's not gonna fight Andrade or Jermell Charlo, because Jermell Charlo no longer trains with him and Ronnie Shields. No, I think it's time for a change of scenery for him. You know, I think it's time for him to move up. I'm pretty sure he's killing himself to make 154 pounds. It's time to try new endeavors. You know, he should have threw his name in the hat with the Billy Joe Saunders fight. You know, he should throw his hat in for the Danny Jacobs fight up there at 160 pounds on you know, September 16th on the Canelo Triple G card. If he ain't gonna fight Demetrius Andrade. Andrade should consider moving up as well, but I don't think it matters because, you know, he ain't trying to fight. You know, I don't know what his purses look like, and I'm pretty sure if 500K versus Charlo was the biggest fight at the time that he's would have had, I'm pretty sure his purses ain't looking like that. You know, a wasted career. At least we seen Lara have a good performance versus Canelo Alvarez. Good performance versus Paul Williams. Where's Demetrius Andrade's marquee performance? We haven't seen it yet. People say Monterosian wasn't the pro. He wasn't the pro. He wasn't as good as a pro as he was an amateur. You did? And you know, this is stupid, man. Both of these guys have a fight date. You know, Andrade fought March 11th, I think it was. I mean, and they bullshitting around. He said that Lara bullshitting. Lara said he bullshitting. They need to make this fight and then move up, or just move up, or move up after the fight. Because at the end of the day, They sitting there in a division, pussyfooting around, dancing around each other, with cardboard spin on their head, but ain't nobody throwing no blows. Ain't nobody trying to put the pressure. I don't think neither one of them guys want to fight. You know, if I'm Lara, I'm throwing my name in. I'm moving to 160, man. I don't know how he's gonna look at 160, but he's stagnant. He needs some new flavor. You know, if it's fighting, you know, Danny Jacobs, you know, the Billy Joe Saunders, Willie Monroe winner, or is a fight getting your feet wet with Daniel Gill? Miguel Cotto ain't trying to fight nobody. You know, it's just time to move on. You know, maybe chase Canelo Alvarez to 160. Demetrius Andrade, he had an opportunity to fight at 160 for Matt Korobov, WBO vacant title that Peter Quillen dropped. He didn't want to do it. He said the money wasn't good enough. So he's been bullshitting, and he got that title. So they need to fight or move up, both of them. It's getting out of control.